반짝이는 눈빛 눈이 부셔 매일 날 감싸주는 손길.
Jin Soo Ji and Chae Woo Ri received a call from the nun at the Hope Orphanage. Earlier in the situation they visited, Jin Soo Ji had read the poem that Chae Woo Ri wrote when he was young. In Chae Woo Ri's diary from the time at the Hope Orphanage, the contents were neatly written, Yunwoo. Could it be that my previous name was Yunwoo? Chae Woo Ri tilted his head, but then the nun said, think about it. If you say Yunwoo, does something come to mind? But what was the name of the lost son of the director? Jin Soo Ji asked. Well, I've never heard of it, Jin Soo Ji said. Maybe it's Han Yunwoo. The eyes of Chae Woo Ri and Jin Soo Ji met in surprise. I think I should meet the director once. It's strange. After remembering the name Yunwoo, it feels like a heavy burden has been lifted from his mind. It seems to be a matter of time for Chae Woo Ri to find out that her biological mother is Kim Mari. This is how things are progressing steadily, and Han Jin-tae is still telling lies to cover up his lies. Chae Sun-young found out that the phone number left by Sun-jung claiming to be her cousin's older brother was Han Jin-tae's number. But Chae Sun-young still believed in Han Jin-tae. 27 years ago, when she fell from the rooftop while cleaning, he performed surgery on her head and provided free treatment for 2 years. Chae Sun-young was very grateful to Han Jin-tae for his kindness and generosity during her difficult times. But now, Chae Sun-young is in a situation where she can't help but suspect Han Jin-tae. It turns out that there was no cousin brother in Jong Sun-jung's family. She didn't have any close relatives or distant relatives, so Jong Sun-jung asked Chae Sun-young, whom she met at the hospital, to take care of her son Uri. But according to the investigation by Detective Jang, a man claiming to be a cousin brother came to the gullible woman and asked about Jong Sun-jung and her son who died 25 years ago. So Chae Sun-young asked for the contact information of that cousin brother, but the number turned out to be Han Jin-tae's number. So Chae Sun-young was very surprised. There were many things that bothered her about the accidental mistake, because when she thought about the date 25 years ago when Jong Sun-jung passed away, it was not impossible for Han Jin-tae and Jong Sun-jung to have crossed paths. Chae Sun-young vividly remembers the day when Jong Sun-jung, who shared the same hospital room with her, suddenly went into shock. So she was urgently moved to the intensive care unit. Uri couldn't stay still and kept pacing back and forth in the room because he was worried about his mother. While Kim Uri was outside, Han Jin-tae came to check on Chae Sun-young in the hospital. They had a brief conversation and he left. The most important part was the question Han Jin-tae asked while looking at the empty bed. Where did the patient in the next bed go? Chae Sun-young said that the patient was moved to the intensive care unit because her health deteriorated. After Han Jin-tae left, a nurse rushed in. Patient Jong Sun-jung is in a critical condition. Please go to the intensive care unit quickly. When she heard that, she rushed over and found that Jong Sun-jung was in state of almost dying. Jong Sun-jung handed the necktie pin to Chae Sun-young. Uri's dad, she couldn't finish her words and Jong Sun-jung passed away. Considering the various circumstances, it is not impossible to think that Han Jin-tae met Jong Sun-jung when he visited her room. So Chae Sun-young shows the necktie pin that Jong Sun-jung left to Kim Mari. And now Jin Soo Ji will probably go ahead and do the real genetic test for Chae Sun-young and Kim Mari. Mr. Han Yeon-sung, was your lost brother's name Han Yunwoo? Jin Soo Ji asked. Han Yeon-sung was very surprised by Jin Soo Ji's question. Yes, my brother's name was Han Yunwoo. But Soo Ji, why are you asking me that? Han Yeon-sung felt his heart pounding, thinking that Jin Soo Ji might have found something out. Of course, Han Yeon-sung has been pressuring Han Jin-tae every day to tell the truth to Kim Mari as soon as possible. But the biggest obstacle was Jin Na-young. Han Yeon-sung knew that Jin Na-young was threatening Han Jin-tae. Moreover, Jin Na-young continued to harass Han Jin-tae at his house. Han Yeon-sung knew that Jin Na-young was a dangerous person. In the meantime, when Jin Soo Ji asked the question, Han Yeon-sung thought that it would be better if Jin Soo Ji came forward and revealed everything. Now Jin Soo Ji knows. She knows that Han Yeon-sung's lost brother's name is Han Yunwoo. And she also noticed that Han Yeon-sung was hiding something from her through his attitude. Now there is only one thing left. After Uri and Kim Mari's genetic test, everything will be revealed.
'Cause you are beautiful.